So remember when I said we were maybe going to do some time trials today as well? Yeah, that ain't happening. The Past Unmasked. Presumably the final boss of the game. If it isn't, I'm going to rage a lot. Because this has to be the final boss. This looks like final boss material. Without a doubt.
Do you have any idea how stubborn I used to be? Yes.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Stop him from making you. But I can't kill him because that would kill me. So I guess that means I'll have to kill you.
That plan doesn't make any sense. Why did you need to capture your past set? I'm not even gonna bother. But why? I am actually.
Jump on the shoot-o-matic? Cheater!
This entire elaborate plan, and I know that Cortex is a silly villain inherently, and that's kind of the point.
Assistant, go!
Hello, assistant. You should have just done that from the start. Well, if you did that from the start, I guess I would have. Can you just body slam them to instant kill them? You can. Okay, that speeds up the fight significantly. That's a real nice trick. How many HP do you have?
And accept non-existence.
Oh, he's actually using the power of the mask against me now. So, this is literally just turning into Wrath of Cortex now, but better.
Shoot-o-matic, shoot!
I'm not going to body slam you, because I'm kind of safe on top of the shoot-o-matics. Okay, and then you move on to the next one, which is gravity, maybe? Oh, now you have one phase which you come down here yourself. Sure. And now it's going to be duck, jump, duck, or jump, duck, jump. You're so predictable, and now you're going to invert those, are you? Yeah, because this one, at least it's a bit. At least it's a 2D section, and not 3D. Because if it was actually, if you had 3 axes of movement and you were, I did get confused. Again, this is a game for babies, so the game actually doesn't start you at the start of the boss fight. I keep forgetting that. That should be a thing that gets fixed with options. In, well, I was going to say in the PC version. There's no reason they couldn't do that in this version either. If anything, or if nothing else, the mod community that will inevitably exist around this game will fix that, probably. Because I feel like I won't be the only one that has issues with that. Oh, no, no! Think fast indeed. Why would you slow down the arena and not me? That doesn't make any sense. You'd probably be better off slowing me down. Again, Cortex is a bit of an idiot. And that's kind of the point to him, but... depth perception. Not my strongest point, maybe? I'm pretty decent at 3D platformers, so you'd assume that at this point... I mean, I'm not really proving that claim right now, am I? You assume that at this point I had battle depth perception? I guess I'm just stuck here until the loop comes back around. Which is fine, I suppose. I mean, if you didn't slow down the stage, there would be no way that I would be able to outrun all of that. Oh my... That's a speedy boy! There would be no way I would be able to outrun the platform falling. So, I do appreciate the fact that Cortex does make it possible for me to win. He is a good sport about that kind of thing, right? That wasn't your doing, Cortex. I'm just an idiot. I'm going to try to do this quicker because I can. I definitely can. Because I can just body slam you and then jump over here and then immediately make my way over here. See? You don't need to wait another entire rotation. That is a waste of time. I don't know why you were so... Oh, you were so fast because time wasn't slowed down before. Same, Cortex. Same. I don't know what you're going to do. But this does not seem too bad, honestly. It's a bit bullet hell, but I'm used to bullet hell games. I have like 500 or 600 hours in... Let's not talk about that. I've got like 500 or 600 hours in The Binding of Isaac. I can deal with a bullet hell situation. No, I don't think I will. See, the bullet hell isn't the issue. It's not to think... Okay, that time the laser did kill me. The bullet hell aspect of this isn't what is killing me. It's a depth perception that's killing me. And again, that is 2000% my problem. Because I'm bad. Okay, let's just go from left to right this time. Let's take it slow. Just kidding, of course we're not taking it slow. What do you think I am? We're taking it a bit slow. Oh, might not be a bad idea. Fuck! Oh, my headphones are falling off. Might not be a bad idea is what I was going to say. So maybe doing the middle one is actually the proper order to do things in, but... Depth perception! We need a t-shirt that says depth perception. Do we though? Do we? We don't. We really don't. The issue... the thing why it's so annoying that the depth perception is throwing me so much is because you have the yellow circle under you. There's really no reason for me to be fucking up that badly. I just look at the floor. I don't even need to look at where Crash is. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm doing right now. And see how much better I'm doing as a result of that immediately? I repeat. Okay, that seems slightly bullshit. At least I know that he's going to spawn there, so I shouldn't... Wait, can I... I'm going to do that. Just because that's satisfying to do. Because you can double jump. Jump on that one. Double jump. Slam on that one. And then jump into a bottomless pit! Again, I'm going to try to do that because it's satisfying. Oh, you can probably... Focus on the circle. Focus on the circle. The circle is where your hitbox is. Okay, let's not try to be too fancy about it. It worked once, kind of. But then also, ended up killing me by proxy, so let's not do that too much. See, it puts me in a situation where then all things become more difficult. Let's just take it a little slower. It's fun to do the belly slam to kill these things instead of just jumping on top of them like 5 times. There's no way, like, there's no reason. I mean, there is a way. There's no reason to like chain them in that way. Oh, I can actually. Oh my God! There's a lot of you. There is a lot of you. Okay, I was expecting after the first one that I'd be that I'd be safe, and then after the second one, I was expecting to be. This is definitely the final boss, by the way. If there was still any doubt in any of your minds, this is the final boss because this feels way more like a final boss than Entropy did. And I guess Entropine? Are we going to call female Entropy Entropine? We're going to need a name for that, because in the game it just refers to her as Entropy F. Which, no, yes, but that doesn't seem like a satisfying name to me, so we need another name for it. And I think Entropine kind of works. Honestly. Fuck. There's a lot of things to be looking out for at the same time there. I think we skipped one of the masks. There's still one. We've done gravity. We've done. Oh no, this is the last one. So that is why there's so many assistants at the end there, because we need to go through the rest of his HP bar, but he needed to have a big HP bar. Because he's the final boss and he needs to look menacing with a big HP bar. So it turns out that final part, if you're just on top of it, you don't like stand around for too long, actually not that big of a deal. Good enough. Good enough. And there we go. That was a fun boss fight. I especially like how you can speed up the boss fight if you're good enough at it.
Must have taken a hit to the old temporal lobe. But a fallen foe can only mean one thing. It came to blows, and I won!
Sure.
The new general's first order of business will be to dispose of you.
And now he goes to make Crash. Huh. So this ties into like a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing.
Somewhere he can't cause any trouble.
Enjoy the end of the universe.
The end of the universe, really? That's why you're sending him. He did a crash dance! He finally did a crash dance! That made me way too happy. But he did it! He did the thing! And this is the ending.
Peace at last.
I like Cortex in this game. What was that shot? Oh, did the voice actor of Aku pass away? That's sad.
This game has been a work of fiction. Any similarities to any marsupials, talking masks, dingo alligator hybrids, or evil science guys with weirdly shaped heads, living or dead, is purely coincidental. You should not have played this game if you suffer from Wumpa allergy, crash rash, fear of alternate dimensions, fear of moving platforms, fear of still platforms, fear of sequels, fear of squishy noises, fear of bouncy noises, fear of super science, fear of collecting things, fear of 90s nostalgia, inability to comprehend time paradoxes, inability to forgive those who have wronged you, inability to pick a restaurant when someone asks you what you're hungry for, inability to remember where you parked, or a delicate tummy. For more information on bandicoots and their diet, habitat, mating habits, birthday wish lists, and shoe sizes, visit your local library or ask your grandma. I don't know if she has any prior experience with bandicoots, but she's very wise, and I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. The makers of this game do not in any way endorse eating at Dingodile's Diner, which has been known to cause trans-dimensional discharge, intestinal rifts, wampa whooping cough, parasitic slime boils, random teleportation into darker timelines, and uncontrollable mewing like a little kitty cat during important business meetings. Any unauthorized exhibition, distribution, or duplication of this game will result in very hurt feelings. And why would you want to hurt our feelings? We've always said really nice things about you. We even said your new haircut looked great, even though it was kind of a weird length for you. Guests of Crash Bandicoot stay at Insane Beach Suites, which is just a log with some moss on it. The moss is really soft, though, so you should be able to get a good night's sleep. What, are you too good to sleep on a log? Sorry, Your Majesty, I suppose you want a continental breakfast instead of a handful of ants that make their nest under the tree.
Okay, hold on a moment. I like how they credit Naughty Dog for creating the original Crash Bandicoot in the middle of the credits there. I appreciate that.
The events of this game are absolutely 100% canonical. Unless you didn't like them, in that case it was all a dream.
This is it? That's everything there was to it. Okay. I like a little end voiceover. So, my final thoughts on the game. I liked it. Dino Dash was absolute bullshit. Cortex plays not very well. Dingodile is kind of tedious. Torna plays very well. Crash Bandicoot himself plays phenomenally. I can't talk anymore. I've been talking for 2.5 hours. He plays great. Crash himself. Coco plays the same, I guess. I didn't play as Coco because I don't care. For more like in-depth full thoughts, if you've seen the entire series, you've seen all my opinions on it. I'm going to let that like ripe a little bit in my head, and I've, as I said before, already written most of the review as of the time of recording / streaming this. So I'll be finishing the script for the review. I'll be doing a couple more things for the Crash Bandicoot videos themselves. By the time this goes up on YouTube, probably that jam video, for instance, will already have gone up. Because I want to get that out fairly quickly. But if you want to see everything, like my final thoughts on the game in a compressed format, which is not like 12 hours of Let's Play, do watch my review. But you're probably at this video because of the review and not the other way around. Because I'm assuming that at the end of the review, I'm going to say, like, if you want to see the entire thing, watch my Let's Play. And people are going to find the review, and then maybe some people are going to watch the Let's Play, and maybe some of those people are actually going to last long enough to get to this point. So, very likely that if you're watching this, you've already seen the review, especially since this goes up after the review. So, if you're an existing subscriber, you've probably also already seen the review and know my in-depth thoughts about the game. I'm just trying to see if there's anything more after this. I'm trying to fill up time with my talking. It seems like there's another subsection, audio support. There's a lot of people who worked on this game, and it shows. It's a good game. It's a little bit offensive to the people who made Wrath of Cortex, because Wrath of Cortex, as much as people hate it, I still think it's a decent Crash Bandicoot game. It's not as good as Crash 1, Crash 2 and 3. Is this one, though? That is a real question. Is it better than Wrath of Cortex? Probably. Yeah, I'm going to say yeah. Is it better than Crash Bandicoot 2 and or 3? It's hard to say. I think I may like it more than Crash Bandicoot 3, just because Crash Bandicoot 3 went a little overboard with all the vehicle levels and the non-platforming gameplay style. So, I think I might like it a smidge more than Crash Bandicoot 3, but not as much as Crash Bandicoot 2. Crash Bandicoot 2 probably is going to stay my favorite forever. Though I do go back and forth on Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3. So maybe if anything, or if nothing else, this game has finalized my ranking in Crash Bandicoot games, where 3 is definitively lower on the list than 2 because this game goes in between them. But I've literally just beat the final boss. You've seen me since beating the final boss to this moment. So that opinion is subject to change. I don't think anybody can give any like solid opinion on any piece of media until like at least a month after you finish it. Maybe a couple of weeks is enough, but I as a general rule of thumb, I say before giving any like finalized opinion, and there's no such thing as a finalized opinion. Opinions keep changing and are fluid. But before giving any finalized opinion on a game, it's best to wait about like a month after you finish a movie, a book, a game. And you might be asking, you didn't wait a month until you're reviewing the game, but that's just because like the YouTube game, if I put up a review for this game like a month and a half after it releases, nobody's gonna watch it. So that's just literally like, that's just the YouTube game. If I had it my way, I would wait at least like 2 or 3 weeks until I started writing the review. But you don't get that luxury on YouTube. So can we just... Oh. I think it might have just been looping at that point. I don't know how long. I had enough to talk about there. Is there anything more? Triple spin unlocked. While running, tap square, square, and square to attack a wider radius and seriously boost your speed. Give it a spin in time trials. Keep going. There's so much more to do. Get all the skins, gems, flashback tapes, and time relics, and discover insanely perfect relics. Are you bad enough Bandicoot to reach 100% completion? Eventually, maybe, but not right now. I'm guessing this loops around to the start of the game again. It does. That is actually very, very welcome. So that's been it. Thanks for watching.